We are live from the home of the Pistons, Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Michigan. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Coming in off the road, the Pistons are back in Detroit for this game.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one is a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Hart, no good. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games. And this is why the offense involves Jalen Duren in screen and rolls, showing off his great mobility.
Bertle's shot is off. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Duren. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is why Duren shoots such a high percentage. He picks those smart shots within his range.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Cunningham outside. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
On deep, Brunson. Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Cunningham. A finish. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And there's something special about Cade Cunningham and his explosiveness when he's in transition like that. That's a quality shot.
Now here's Brunson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Solid response from Brunson. I love how competitive this guy is.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Some solid defense from Ingram.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Giddey after Toronto at the 3-point. Nobody near Williams. Another 3 for Detroit.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Outside Worthy. Raptors moving the ball around. Quickly looking it over. Pass to Bagley. 5 to shoot. Right wing. Shoots. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Pistons leading by 6. Over in the corner, Sasser. Offline with his 3. Now Dick. Oh, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's...
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Archibald. They set the pick. Now here's Cunningham. Dick defending. And they double up Cunningham. Hardaway from outside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham looking it over. Stewart a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Pass to Holland. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly.
Great energy on the deflection. And good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Detroit making a switch.
Substitution on the floor.
On the wing, Hardaway. Still scoreless. And it's Giddey in the corner. Good on the triple. Giddey's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Bagley the screen. Pass to Mobo. Clock at 6. Here's Dick. Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 3-point Piston lead.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate inside that restricted area.
Thompson surveying the floor. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Quickly with a wide open look, and he hits it to tie the game up.
You got to play better D than that, because Quickly is going to burn the defense, especially at that corner spot.
Pass to Sasser. Stewart a screen. It's tipped. Outside Worthy. Bagley with the ball. He's covered by Thompson. Back to Worthy. And here is Quickly. Down low. Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Team second.
Pass to Giddey. On the wing, Hardaway. And they get it. Giddey, no good. Raptors with the lead. Thompson with it. Hardaway picks him up. Hart with it. Back to Brunson. Pass to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. It falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now Sasser. Stewart a screen. Sasser gets the bucket.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Raptors.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And stolen by Giddey. An easy 2 points on the layup. Giddey's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
That's how versatile Josh Giddey is, capable of doing everything by himself at times.
Thompson with it. Pass to Hart. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Raptors as they end the second quarter on a 14-4 run. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Fast break Toronto. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Off the pass from Hart, he's made major strides playmaking-wise, turning himself into a more complete offensive player.
Cunningham outside. Duran a screen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Cunningham, close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys with how mobile he is. I love him attacking in this mindset.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
A nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his first points of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons That's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Duran a screen. Inside. Tries again. The kick out to Cunningham. And Pirtle pulls it down.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Brunson, left side. Good D by Thompson.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Second shot opportunity. And here's Thompson. Still yet to score. Thompson is doubled. Banked in off the glass.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. And here's Ingram from the arc. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. To the paint. Stolen by Brunson. Now the Raptors moving it up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
The kind of hustle you get from Brunson, just getting out ahead of the fast break.
To the inside. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. 1:51 left to play in the third. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And Cade getting up that time.
Toronto leading by 4. Brunson scanning the floor. For 3, Ingram bangs home the trifecta. Ingram's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Here's quickly. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. 1:11 left to play in the third. Lets it go from the wing. Jump shot is good that time. And that's now 6 points for Grady Dick.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
Pass to Archibald. Back to Stewart. Here's Archibald. Shoots a 3. Another shot. Here's Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. 35 seconds left in the third. Now, here's quickly. Pass to Mobo. And he slams it one-handed.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Now Thompson. Shot to stop the run. Cunningham for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 10. A 3 from Quickly. It's hauled in by Stewart. Cunningham for 3. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Left side, Bagley. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Bagley showing his feel right there for the game and that particular play.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Giddey. And there it is for him.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
Toronto leading by 9. Pass to Bagley. Now quickly. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Working inside quickly with good spatial awareness, sensing all things around him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. From past the arc, nailed from three-point land. Quickly's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors. Here's Thompson. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Raptors leading by 11. Quickly with it. Down low. Here's Dick. On the mark with the 15-footer.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The kick out to Cunningham. The screen from Thompson. Pass to Duran. Count the basket. 8 points here for Jalen Duran.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
And here's Bagley. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. It's good from long range. And the Raptors lead by 14.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The try by Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Bagley's so skilled as a big and using that quickness.
Outside Hardaway. To the middle. It's tipped. Dick with the steal. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Thompson. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
You can see how poised Thompson is inside. Fantastic at getting to the space and then executing.
Here's Worthy. And finished off by Worthy.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Dick. Knocks down the three ball.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Fires for three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Grady Dick.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Good on the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 20.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
A 3 from Quickly. Duran pulls it in. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham for 3. And again, Cunningham missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Now Dick. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.